Hi everyone, this is Deborah, welcome back. And today I'm going to go back to something I started a long time ago, which is this bunting, this plain bunting that I bought. I dragged it out of the cupboard, I was looking for it and I found it, so that was a start. And you can see that I've only done one, and that was a fair while ago. So I thought, why not do some more of this? Now, I think I'm going to sew that down a bit, but I don't think I'm going to put anything else on here. I'm not sure yet. Let's just have a look and see what else I might have that I could put on here. I've got this tiny little bit of lace here. It's got some red thread in it. I'll just get rid of that. And I think that I'm going to maybe put that on. Oh, that red thread doesn't want to go away, does it? Stuck. Hang on. I might put some of this on as well, just over the top of that lace there. And maybe also some ribbon or something. I've got this big pack of creamy stuff here that I've just opened up. See what else I've got. Oh, I've got this really nice French linen ribbon, which is beautiful. I might be able to put a piece of that on here. Let's see if I cut a little bit off, just a little bit, and then put this maybe on here. In fact, I could stamp something on that. I just thought about that then when I put it on an angle. So if I put this piece up here, or even this piece on here, that might look nice too. I think that's what I'll do. I need to grab some pins. Oh, I just dropped my pins all over the floor. So I have to pick them up now. But luckily, I have a tiled floor, so they're easy to pick up, because the other thing I have is one of these. It's a magnet, so I just use the magnet to pick them up. It even picked up the clip that was stuck in the pins, because that has a bit of metal on it. And there you go, they're all picked up now. A bit silly to do that, wasn't it? So I was just going to put this on here, and also maybe get a stamp out to do some stamping on it. That might look nice. I'll just chop that little bit off there. And I think I'm going to sew something else on here as well. See what else I can find. This is a nice bit of ribbon, this one. I like this. So I'm sticking in all these creamy browny tones just because I like them. I think it's going to look sweet when it's all finished. And I am going to put another bit of ribbon on there. This one here. I'll just decorate another one. Let me see. I think I have to take it off here. There you go. Should have ironed them too, but I think they'll be right if I don't really have to iron them. Could iron them, but I don't think I could be bothered actually. The only thing I remember from last time is I need to make sure I keep the channel at the top here clear. Because if I don't do that, I'm going to struggle to get the cord back through to put it up. I don't use pins a lot, mainly because, well, not only just because I drop them all over the floor, but also because I tend to stick myself with them, which isn't nice. Now, I just found a little bit of this fabric. It's sort of a yellowy colour, but it should go under there. I like that little end of it, which is all frayed, sticking out. Might put that on a bit of an angle, really. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Okay, we'll pin that on. And you could use anything for this. I've just made this decision to use the sort of creamy browny colours, but you could do it in any sort of colour. Doesn't really matter. And I love this ruffly ribbon too, because it's all pre-done. You could do this yourself as well, I guess. You could tie it up and do it yourself. I don't want it, I want that little frayed edge over the top though. Like a little skirt, isn't it? Just chop that. And last time I think I sewed all this on by hand, but this time I'm going to be lazy. Also because I really like to try and finish this rather than having it hanging around. Actually, I might put that on top. I've still got that bit of yellow showing underneath, but I do like that on top like that. And then maybe a bit of white. So it's very random. That might be too white, I think, too white for that. Then I'll put this little bit here on. And what else will we put on? What about this bit? It's quite a long bit, isn't it? I cut it like this. I will trim these up after around the ends. So I'm just going to, at the moment, just sort of chop and get things on here more than anything. Sort of a first layer, as it were. And I've also got this bunch of brown stuff, so let me get some of this out. Here's one here. Should be able to sew both of those on at the one time, I hope. And this, I might put this button, it's sort of a green colour, but I think it should be okay. I'll put it down the bottom there. And what else have I got? Oh, I've got a little bit of this. This might look nice. Finding all these things that I sort of have in my stash here. Not sure about that there. Maybe I'll put that up here. Bit of decoration. I'll put it up the top, actually, just on the edge there. It doesn't go all the way across, but frankly I'm fine with that. I think that's, you know, that's a look, isn't it? Might not be what everybody likes. People might like to see them go all the way across, but I think I'm going to finish that there. And I should be able to sew that button on using the machine as well. There's another one there. Or maybe I'll hand sew that on, I'm not sure yet. What I am going to do is fold this bit over, and maybe even this bit too, so it creates a little bit of a heavier piece there. You can still see the decoration through it. Now I do need something else. Maybe this little bit again might look good. Just chop that off. Yes, I've got that many unfinished projects. I guess we all have, haven't we? We're all, you know, got so much on. Probably have plenty to last me the rest of my life, but I keep on buying things, which is probably not good. I think I need something more over here. Put a bit of this down. When I get to the machine, I'll straighten that up a little bit so that will sit correctly. Okay, and then if I put some other things on, I mean, I've got something else other than buttons, I think. I think I do need something more on here too. Maybe this. No, I don't like that. Let's have a look. Oh, what about a bit of this? This is nice. I might put some of that just on the side here. Okay, now I'll take it to the machine and sew it, and we'll see how that turns out. I might as well use this little bit too while I'm there. Maybe, yeah. I'll fold that and place it down like this. So it's got two, like a little V shape on it. Okay, I'm going to go sew that. Now I've just taken you to the sewing machine with me, and hopefully you can see that. I've done the first one, so I've sewed all that down, and then I thought maybe you want to see me sewing. I'm not sure why, but I just thought I'd show you anyway. I'm using a Juki TL 2010Q, which is fairly new. I bought it not long ago, And I also have this tiny little skinny foot, which is the 1/8 of an inch foot, which I am just loving. It gives a lot more control to everything, I'm finding, and I'm really enjoying using it. Now, I haven't really filmed myself much at the sewing machine, so you'll forgive me if it's a bit wonky. I do need to take that pin out before I sew that down though, or it'll be a problem. I don't want to sew over a pin. And that noise you hear is just the thread being cut. You actually, with this machine, you cut the thread by pushing it back with, pushing the foot pedal back with on the heel. So it's great because it's hands-free. And I think that I'm liking it very much to have that hands-free mechanism. Now, I did want to sew this down because it's twisted around now, but we'll just re-sew it. There's no mistakes here. I don't make mistakes. I'm just you know, going with the flow really of whatever I want to do. So I do need to sew across here and take that pin out, and as long as everything at the end of the day is sewn down and it's not going to come off, I will be happy. Now with this here, I think I'll just sew in the middle this little bit of fluffy ribbon. And what else have we got? We've got this bit here and the yellow fabric that's underneath it, which should be caught at the same time when I do this. I'll just take that purple pin out. I put my pins on the wrong way. Should have thought about that and put them toward the head toward me, not away from me. And then what else have I got? I've got a little bit here. Again, all the pins are facing the wrong way. Note to self. Oh, it's caught up. What did it catch then? Oh, it caught that. That's okay. Oh, now that's completely come out, so I have to put it back on under here where I wanted it. And then this one is the one that I just put on, which is the little V shape. So I think I'm going to have to sew both of the V down, otherwise it's not going to work. And I was going to turn it, but it's just as easy to pivot, not pivot, but to hit the pedal there and cut the thread. And then down here I was going to sew this down and around. I think that's all done now. I think I've got all of that sewn. So I think we'll go back and we'll trim it up and find some other things to put on top of it. So just before I go and do the next one, I've decided to put flowers on this one. And I found this old glue that I'm going to glue it on with. I'm hoping that it'll work. I was looking at my glue, but of course, because I haven't used them for a long time, we're talking years, they're not in terribly good nick. I need to go and find somewhere to buy more glue. So I did have quite a bit that hadn't been used, you know, probably 10 bottles or something that I bought when I was doing a lot of crafting, and I always stock up, not of course realising that I wasn't going to be in a position to actually use them. That's very cute. I like the little flowers. And this glue will stay on there, and I have to now, this is just a tool that I bought for sewing, and I was just using it because it was thin and I could get it into the neck of the glue bottle, but I'll go and wash that now and we'll do another one of these and look at what else we can add on to it. And just before I leave the sewing station, I'm just going to cut a heart. I found this in my stash, and it's actually a piece of muslin, and I spilt some ink when I was teaching a class, so a long time ago, and I mopped it up with the muslin because that's what I had on hand, and it's been quite good. It was a large piece of muslin, and over the years when I was doing that classes and things, I've used it a lot. And oh, sorry, I bumped the thing, and also in my junk journals. So I thought maybe I could cut a heart from this. Let's just see if it'll work. I think I'm just going to freehand it. I mean, it's a heart. How hard can it be? Fold it in half like a piece of book page, and then just create what might look like a heart shape that I can adjust after the fact. How's that gone? Well, it sort of looks like a heart without the top bit, so we'll just fold it again back in half, and I'll chop the top bit so we get this rather sort of weird looking heart shape. And I do have to trim probably this bit here and this bit here as well. And then I'll try and sew this on somewhere. I mean, maybe up here, down? No, I think up here. All right, so we'll zoom back in again and sew this on. Oh, now I've lost my thread, so that's have to rethread it. Hang on while I rethread it. Because this is a new machine, I'm only just getting used to how to rethread it. And I know a lot of people have trouble threading this machine. So far, I've been pretty good with it, but probably right now it won't work. Having said that, it does have what they call an automatic needle threader on it. Unlike my Janome, which is super easy, this one's very different. No, I didn't let go of the thread. It's the same mechanism, but it's completely different angles and things, because the needle in this Juki, you do it with the flat side on the right. Normally your flat side goes to the back when you're changing your needle, but here in the Juki it goes to the right. Let's try that. Okay. You can see why people get frustrated with it, can't you? Maybe I'll try it a few more times. I'm not giving up that easily. There you go, got it. You just have to get it at the right angle, and because I've got the camera in the way, it's also a bit hard to do that. So let's try the heart again, shall we? Actually, might start down here. The other thing with the Juki, of course, it only goes straight. It only does a straight stitch. It doesn't do any other stitch. It's like a very old-fashioned machine in that way. Because it's semi-industrial, that's why it only does a straight stitch, and it's very lovely to sew on. I'm very happy with it. Let's just turn this corner. And have a look at it. Does that look like a heart? I think it looks like a heart to me, but I've missed this bit here, so I'm going to pop back in and sew this down. And I think that's fine. I think that looks like a heart. Added a bit of pizzazz to this, and what's happened is one of my little flower tops has fallen off, so that's not good. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'll find it. Here it is. I'm going to have to put that back on. Otherwise it's not going to look any good, is it? I never thought about those little bits falling off. Let's see what I can do about that. I guess we'll put it back on and hope for the best. Messy person that I am, I'm just using some glue on my finger and then we'll pop that back on if I can. Oh, it's gone again. Oh, there it is. It's so little and round. And I want the brown side up, of course. I don't want the other side down. There you go. I think that'll be fine. All right, so I think I might put a button or something on here. I can't do a button on this because, as I said, it only goes straight, but I can on my Janome, my other machine. I can do sew a button on. I might put a button on here, I'll find a brown button. Again, I'll have to go wash my hands because of the glue that I've just got all over them. So this is this one, and I'm going to put the button down there. Now with this one, what I did was I turned it over like this, and I used my quilt cutter just to cut the sides off, which is why it's sort of got a little bit like that hanging off, and a bit of the flower came off as well. So I'm not sure if that was a wise thing to do or not. Let me just get that in shot for you. And if I can find the other one that I did, I'll show you them side by side. And there they are side by side. So you can see that when I get the button on here, they're going to, oh, no, not on there, sorry, wrong one. When I put the button on here, just move those up for you so you can see, then they're going to tie in. And also I think I'm going to stamp something on here. Probably not today. I'll get my stamps out another day and do that because I don't really feel like getting the stamps out right now. So that button's got to go on there. Just use a clip so that I remember to put it on there. And I go to the other machine and we'll look at getting another one off the pile. Here's another one. I don't know if you probably don't remember because it's been such a while since I did these, but I got these in England when I was there, not last year, but the year before actually. And I thought that they were quite good value, which is why I got them. I liked the price and the fact that they were all done. I have since made myself some bunting, which you may have seen on Instagram from Tim Holtz Fabric. So I know I could have done it myself because I've done it since then, but at the time I just thought it would be all too hard. Now I need my scissors and I've left them at the machine because I don't want to waste anything. I've got that bit of fabric I got before that I cut the heart from, and I'm going to use it on this one. And here's a bit like that. We can put that up here. All right. I don't like that there. I'm going to move it up. Put it up the top here. Much better. I'm doing the pins the wrong way again, but that's because I'm right-handed. I have to pin them like this. I suppose I can just turn this around in the machine. That'd be easier. I prefer to work with it up the right way rather than up the wrong way. What else is going on here? Here's a bit of, this is a bit of silk ribbon. It might look nice on there too. Overlapping those two. And then I found this on the sewing machine. I was making something with it. It's a Tim Holtz fabric, this. And I thought that if I just put it so it's maybe like under there, catch it under there, but leave it sort of loose like that. I think I'll put it on the other side actually, like that. It doesn't want to go. Try it again. And that will sit over the top of it, so it will be loose. You'll have this little flap here, but I quite like that because I'll be able to lift up I don't think I've got anything that I particularly want to put on that. No, I can't see anything offhand that I'd want to put on that. Let's look for some other coloured ribbons. That's cute, isn't it? I think I need something underneath that before I put that on though. Try and find another piece of, oh, here's a bit of doily. Look, I found some doily. I could put the doily down, couldn't I? Maybe not all of it. Maybe this bit here, this sort of lacy bit would look good. I've got so many doilies. I've been thinking about what I can do with them. So if you have any ideas, leave me a comment on this video or any video, and I will think of, try and see if I could do that with them, or whatever ideas you may come up with I could do. Oh, I like this. I like that a lot. That's really nice. I'm not sure I want to cover it though. It's so lovely. I am going to sew it on this side though, so that we can see it. And then up here. And then I just saw this sitting here, and I thought maybe what I can do is just curl this up, make it a bit more 3D, so it's like a little flower shape, and put it on there. It's very windy today. We've had that much rain in Brisbane. It's windy and drizzly. It's just really unusual. And the other night it was freezing. For Brisbane it was freezing. So it's been a very interesting sort of time. Now this bit here, I think I'm going to put that on top. I know I was using that other little bit of thread before, but I'm just going with whatever takes my fancy at the moment. So if I put that on there, how does that look? I quite like that. I love this doily is beautiful. I don't even know where I got that from, but somewhere obviously. Oh, and here's one of my favourite ribbons, this stuff. It's so cute, isn't it? I've kind of not been using it because it's so lovely, but I think now's the time to start using things. There's no point in having them sit there, is it? And I'll be able to admire this when it's up in my room. And I need something for here. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on there. I'm liking the way this is going. Maybe I could put that on. Oh, I was going to do this bit, wasn't I? This bit. I cut it. I even cut a bit off it and haven't used it. Maybe up here, if I can get it so it doesn't interfere with the channel. Let's put that on. And then I need something here. Let's see, what else have I got? Well, I've got plenty, but what else do I want? Is probably more the point. Look at these little roses I've got. Aren't they cute? Maybe something a bit darker like this. I'm not sure if this is kind of the end of this or just, the first layer. I haven't really thought about that. I may do some more layers on here at some point. And see, I've got a tiny little bit here. I'm going to put this on it. This definitely needs something else. What? I'm not sure, but it will need something else on it. What about if I get a bit of this ribbon and tie a bow and put a bow on here? Down the bottom, I could put a bow. I think that'll look all right. And, you know, I can add some, see a button on there would look really nice, but I can add some buttons and other things on it when I get to that point. And I nearly cut this, which is the cord that goes through it. I thought, oh, look at that nice cord, that'll look nice. And then I remembered that's the cord that strings it all together. So I better not cut that or I'll be in trouble. Oh dear. Wondering if I need something else, but I think that's fine for now. I've got this fabulous, this is the horsehair, you know, that they put on the bottom of wedding gowns and things, and it's just fabulous. Look at it. I love it. It was given to me. I didn't buy it. I don't even know. I guess you'd buy it at Spotlight and places like that, but I was given it, so I haven't used it yet. It's sitting in the pile of things that I don't want to yet use. And I do have another bit of lace that I just feel like I need to put something else on, but I'm not. I'm going to stop and go and sew this and then see how that goes, see how I feel about it. Just take them out of there and go slowly. I quite like the way that just kind of goes up to the top like that. And sew this down because I didn't catch it. And oh, I've got another pin in there, better take that out. And while I'm at it, I will put this down too. It doesn't matter if they don't go exactly where I had them before, it's not bothering me. It's really just about putting some stuff on here for now, then working out what I want to finish up with. Now I need to do this lovely one. Oh. Now I don't want to catch the flower. Do the center of the flower now. Oh, I better take that pin out first. And with this one, I'm going to go straight through the centre where that line is. I probably won't follow it exactly. I mean, I would try, but who knows. Not too bad. Not too bad. And now this one. And now I've got this one here. There's another little one here, which is the purple pin, and then the pink pin. I'd best take that out as well. And then, oh, I knew the ribbon would be a problem, but we'll see how we go. Just going to button stitch over that while I'm here so that it doesn't move too much. That looks very cool. I love it. Look at that. Just spin the camera so you can see it. I think it's lovely. Yeah, I like the dimension on this. I like the little thing, tactile stuff. I like to have that sort of thing. I think I do need to stitch this bit down here. just so it doesn't come up when I'm doing it. Now I'm not going to cut the side off this, and it's not even caught properly, so I have to go back in here too and just redo that because it's just not caught. I thought I was catching it and I wasn't. That's okay, it's caught now. Just make sure I've got all that caught up. Oh, I've managed to sew that back, that stuff onto the back as well. I'm going to have to cut that away. So I want to use that in something else. So I'm not going to cut the back of it away though, I'll just leave it. And I'm going to leave this bit here too, because all of that seems to be caught in, not this bit. I might just put a couple stitches through there. It's really just in case, you know, I'm moving it and that it flips up. I don't know where, you know, where I'm going to hang this now, but I think I do like it hanging out the sides a bit. So on the others, I think I'll put a bit more on them so they're coming over the sides a bit, because I quite like that. I like that look, that rather sort of grungy, messy look. So I'm wondering if I can put that bit somewhere, but I don't think I can. I think I'm going to leave it and find something else for down here, because this can go on to the next one. It's a starter for the next one. Okay. I do have some threads and things to clip, so I will make sure I go and clip them, because there's nothing worse than threads where you don't want threads. Even though this is sort of messy and grungy, there are some places I don't want to see the actual thread that I've used. And while I'm here, I'm going to sew this one because I found this. And with this, just check which side is the right side or the correct side. It's this one here. With this one, I'm actually going to frill it. So just give it a bit of a, so gather it up. And I think on the other one, I actually sewed it onto the wrong side. It's not mattering. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just sort of give it a bit of a scrunch up like this. Create a bit of a gather. I find if you don't think about this stuff too much, you get a better outcome. If you sort of really worry about where something is, you're not going to get the best, you know, the outcome that perhaps you're looking for. That's my take on it anyway. And I'll run this down here as well. See how much of that I caught. Yeah, I caught a fair bit. Maybe not. I'll do it again. Now you can't even see the stitching lines on this. I'm using a Rasant thread in the colour 3000, if you're wondering. I use that for all my quilts, even coloured quilts. I never use coloured thread. I always use the same colour. It's kind of a bone colour and it's really lovely. And it's a nice thread because it's cotton with the polyester. It's, you know, the internal is cotton, the external is polyester. So that it's going to last. That's why they make it like that, so that it will last. And well, that's what the blurb says. I'm not a cotton expert by any means. I like that. It's like a little ruffle. It looks like a little curtain of some sort, doesn't it? Like you've got to lift it up and find a little message or something underneath it. What else can I put on that? Let me see. I do have some other things here, but I could do another little thingy majig like this. I could do that, couldn't I? Almost want to put like a clip like these on here. I'm not going to, because they're for my bags that I've been making. What about a bit of zipper? This is the end of a bit of zipper that I haven't used. I've chopped off. Maybe I could put that on there. That might be something different. I am going to put this on. So that will come down like that. And I'm not sure, but you know, a zipper would look really nice along there. I think I emptied the bin. I threw some out that I'd cut wrong, and I could have used them. I don't know why I threw them out now. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? I could have used them on all this sort of stuff. Got a bit of that too. Well, I like that frill, so I don't want to put that there, but I will put this down here. I'll just put it on an angle. I totally missed that. I'm not that bad a sewer, really. It's just that I've got the camera in the way. I'm having trouble. I'm not quite in front of the sewing foot because I've got the camera there. That's why I'm looking like I'm a very bad sewer when I'm not that bad. So there you go. I like that too. And I've got some red here, but I think that's going to go too far outside the, you know, what I'm sort of trying to create. So I won't put the red on there. But I do like that. I also like this. Look at this one. This is all Tim Holtz fabric. All of this that I've been picking up, not the red one, that's not, but all of this I've picked up is all Tim Holtz fabric. I could put some under here, couldn't I? Just under there. So it's like layered like that. Oh, I've lost my thread again. Hang on. It is a bit annoying, I've got to say, when you lose your thread on this thing. Oh, no, I don't think that went through. Yes, it did. Excellent. I didn't think that went, but it did. Okay. Try again with this, shall we? I'll just cut that off. I feel like I need another piece there. No, like 3. Maybe this bit here. These are just scraps that I've been, you know, haven't packed up yet from the machine of stuff I've been making. They're just sitting on the table because I haven't cleaned up, and I should have. I'm going to cut that down. I want that level with here. Yeah, I like that because I got the yellow there and the yellow here. So I think that looks quite good like that. And I'll have to find some other things to go on here because I think I've exhausted putting the fabric on now. I don't think I want anything more on there. No more of fabric. I'll find maybe another doily or, you know, some lacy ribbon. It needs a bit more lacy stuff on it. Otherwise it'll be too heavy if I put some more thick fabric. So if I put something else under here, I think that will look better. All right, I think that's all I'm going to do today. I've got to go and meet somebody, so I have to stop, but I will either publish this as normal on Friday or I will come back tomorrow and do some more. I'm not really sure which one it's going to be. I'll have to see what my day looks like tomorrow. But for now, thanks for watching. This is Deborah. Cheers.